Fantastic. And what do you think you learned when you joined us at ABL? I mean, you were with us for 8 years. You became a director, I believe, after 4 years. Did it give you a good grounding in recruitment? What were the recruitment principles you learned during your time with us?
Well, two things, and without wishing to pump your tyres up too much, James, it was the most fun.
Are you going to say how to drink 8 pints on a Friday night?
How to drink 8 pints of Guinness before 6 o'clock. Yeah, no, I did learn that too, but I really learned that it's very, very important to enjoy your work. And I think in recruitment, we all share the ups and downs, and you have some offers turned down and some disappointments. But there was probably one of the best team ethoses I've ever experienced in my time. And I was there 9 years, I think, James. And
yes, I think it was, yeah.
I'd probably be in your study there now if I hadn't moved over here. And then the other thing is good ethics. It's really important. And you, James, what have you been there? 25 years?
Yeah, 28, I think.
Sure yeah, you've got to be good to people. You know, sometimes you've got to let people know as soon as you know they haven't got the job. I think you need to give good, fair, honest feedback. I think you need to work as hard as you can for your clients and do the right things by them. Because you may not win every time, but repeat business is enjoyable and the easiest. So they're the two things.
Yeah, absolutely right. And you touched before on the relationship building, and you know, your clients do become your friends over a period of time, and it's about trust, I think, isn't it? It really is that trust element. At the end of the day, the client is trusting you to deliver the right caliber of candidates that fit their business, and the candidate, they're trusting you to put them forward to jobs that they will obviously A, be interested in, and B, be successful at. So they're the two. The trust piece is becoming even more relevant than it ever was, I believe.
Absolutely. And I think also you have to enjoy the process of recruitment. You have to enjoy the challenge of winning the work, which is the big challenge in this market. And then finding a consensus of minds, finding the candidate who you think, you probably haven't thought of this, but from what you've said, this would really suit you and this will take you in the direction you want to go. Absolutely. And then we're agents, aren't we? Put the two together, so it can be very satisfactory.
Yeah, most definitely. And what positive outcomes in terms of our sector of the recruitment market in general, what positive things will come out of the coronavirus pandemic?
We've improved efficiency in travel and interviewing. In Australia, we bring a lot of people in from overseas, and just look how well Zoom's working from the two polar opposite sides of the world today. So I think we can really save clients time with initial video links and using technology a lot better. You and I started with a fax machine, James, and if we started to be talking to each other on the other side of the world over a video conference, we would have had one of those Guinnesses too many, I think. So that's probably the number one. I think we've all embraced flexible working now, even though people used to champion it, but they didn't in all reality. And we know that, you judge people on output and results rather than being seen in the office. And I think it's a harsh thing to say, but I think some of the people who aren't fully committed to the industry and are just here to make a quick dollar out of it will probably go and find another way to make some money. So it will keep the people who are really true to the industry and maybe take out those who are in it for a quick buck.
Yeah, I think so. Just to pick up on two things there, I think the embracing technology thing, 100%. And as you say, people over the last however many years have always paid lip service to flexible working. But when push has come to shove, they've been very nervous about properly embracing it. And I think now if you're going to move your business forward, you quite simply have to trust the staff that you retain. And if you don't trust them, they're probably not the right people for you.
I've got a client who started asking us their favourite reference request is, would you trust this person to work remotely?
Yes.
Great reference question.
Fantastic question. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think, as you say as well, it's the recruitment sector. There've been obviously millions of webinars recently about recruitment and the effect it will have. And some of the best ones I've listened to or been part of are where recruitment leaders have talked about standing up for the sector, standing up for the industry. You know, governments now around the world will rely on the recruitment sector, and certainly businesses will, for market knowledge, for sharing stories and ideas about how people move forward post-COVID, about working from home, about social distancing. So now, you know, let's be proud of what we do, actually, and not often we're slightly berated in our sector. And actually now I think we should stand up and be counted.
Yeah, and I think if you're getting some good outcomes in this market as well, it's no longer seen as easy, and it's building the recognition for the industry.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
Downturn. Yeah.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So as things stand literally at this moment in Australia, there is still lockdown measures in place. Are they likely to be lifted soon? We're seeing an easing of them in London and the UK.
Yeah, state by state's very different. Victoria being by far the strictest lockdown. We can still go to pubs and restaurants in groups of 20. You can't stand at the bar. The borders between different states, apart from here in New South Wales, are closed because they feel there's a higher concentration of infection down here.
Yes.
We are asked not to go to the office and work in an office if we don't absolutely have to in Victoria. I was in the city yesterday, and I don't know if you've seen the film with Will Smith, I Am Legend, where he's running around with an Alsatian dog after a zombie attack. It felt very much like that without the Alsatian dog.
Right.
So we've got very, very strong draconian measures, and each spike seems to suggest that we have to then wait 3 weeks for those people to heal or to feel what the full outcome is.
Yes, yes.
But because we've had our lockdown extended, we've actually seen a bit bizarrely, counterintuitively, we've seen a surge in vacancies over the last couple of weeks.
Right.
And what I feel has happened is our financial year starts on the 1st of July. A lot of people were holding on for the start of our financial year thinking, oh, the restrictions will lift and it's the start of our financial year, so we'll hire. I think people are realising now, well, we're going to the 12th at the earliest. So if we need to hire, we need to hire. We can't put it up for longer. So there's been an actual uplift in activity.
Yeah, yeah. And I think at the end of the day, both your economy and our economy in the UK were strong economies. There will be a downturn. There's no point in sort of trying to deny that. But business in general is very resilient, I feel, and people will be desperate to get back to some vague normality, to start hiring again, to start looking at their headcount and cracking on. I mean, I think the human spirit will prevail at the end of the day, and let's hope that happens.
I sense there's going to be a rush, James, because I really feel that people are sick of being at home, and they probably realise how much they enjoy their colleagues.
Absolutely.
And despite the bad days, how much they actually enjoy their normal office work environment. Yes. So I think people will come back with a more positive attitude.
Yeah, so do I. And the balance between working from home and working in the office will find, I think, a nice equilibrium. But certainly in our game, that human contact's so important, isn't it?
Yeah, look, and the easiest work for us is people who've been in the game like you and I for a long time, James, is we're not necessarily having to meet people for the first time.
Sure.
So repeat business and your candidates, I'm sure you're still dealing with some of the guys after 25 years of business.
Absolutely.
They don't need to grab a lunch with you or anything.
Yeah.
That longevity, I'm sure, will stand yourself, Nicole, Rita, and everyone else in the business in good stead compared to maybe a new startup.
Yeah, quite right. Listen, thank you, Tim. It's been fabulous talking to you, and wrap up well against the Australian winter.
I will do, and enjoy the sun, James. Nice to see you.
I will do, and the cricket starts again soon in a few weeks' time. We've got the West Indies coming over, so you'll be able to tune into that. Exactly right. So enjoy the cricket. Best of luck to you and Davidson with the business. And
to you, James, and the rest of Appointments by Language, and also to the team.
Thank you very much indeed. Nice to chat to you. Take care, my friend.
Hey, James. Bye.